Number 12, Kaylee Colwell. Number 14, Grace Brody.
Check one, check,
Number
check,
15,
check.
Kennedy McCabe. And number 18, Martina.
All right, folks, we are back after a little technical issue there. Our
And now, let's meet your Dakota State
live stream was going out over the Fieldhouse system. And while I'm sure everybody in the fans or in the stands was going to enjoy listening to the play-by-play, we thought we would just get back to having the PA announcer do his job and having the live stream play-by-play person do their job. So let's get back to talking about Viterbo for a second. Viterbo is 15-2 on the season, and as we said earlier, ranked number 6 in the country. Their conference record is 2-0, and they are in first place in the league. The Dakota State University Trojans are 7-7 overall. They are 0-1 in the conference. They lost their conference opener in. We're good now? All right, our technical people tell me we are back online only again. So we'll try for the third time tonight to give you some stats coming into the ball game. But we were talking about Viterbo and Bellevue last night in a very big conference ball game between the two nationally ranked teams. And Bellevue jumped out to a 2-0 lead in sets. Viterbo won set 3, then won a very tightly contested 26-24 match in 4. Bellevue went out early and got a lead in the 5th set, but Viterbo came back and ended up winning the ball game in a great match for North Star play. And we are off with tonight's ball game. And the first point is going to go to Viterbo. That one in the block attempt, but was not able to keep it in play. Unsuccessful hit there out of Rapid City, South Dakota. A little mishandle there. The Hawks are going to keep it in play. Kill attempt by Shell on the left side, handled in the back row. Again, another out of system hit there, and there's the quick hit by Langerock for the point, and the Trojans pick up their second point and trail now 3-2. Wathen back again. There's a kill attempt from the right side. Blocked partially, a little mishandled. Trojans are going to get it out of system, and that is going to stay in bounds though. So great hit back in that deep left corner, and it finds the V-Hawks a little bit out of position, and Trojans have tied the set up at 3. And that service is going to be about 3 inches too long on the baseline. So point goes to the V-Hawks. Gracie Rohde is serving now. Gracie is a junior out of Winona, Minnesota. Set by Langerock. Block there at the net on Groth. Trojan keep it in play. Tip there by Shell. Quick hit there by the middle for the V-Hawks. Shell again on the attack. Handled again. And that kill attempt. Twist. Left side attack. And that's a nice hit by Haley Wathen. Nice attack there by Haley. Hit right through the hands of the V-Hawk defenders and found an open spot in the middle of the court. Side out now for the Trojans. Maddie Langerock will be serving. Middle hit again. And that is going to go long, and there was contact. Couldn't quite tell if the blocker got a hand on it, but they did, so Jada Mitchell going to pick up a point for Viterbo. Maddie Connor will be serving now for the V-Hawks. Viterbo is up 13-11, the first set of tonight's match. And Royan Little bit tip, a little bit out of system here. So the Hawks are going to get a nice attempt, and that is blocked at the net. So Mitchell, again, in that middle hit position. Trojans are in position, but not able to keep it in play. And Viterbo now is matched with their biggest lead of the game when they led 3-0. 14-11 for the Beehawks. Connor with the serve, and Royan handles it. Langerock, kill attempt there by Watham. And that one is going to be successful. Marissa Kleeman is going to put it in the hole on that attempt, or that attack. And that is going to bring Coach Wienhoff off the bench and take a timeout and talk to the Trojans, with them trailing Viterbo 11-15 in our first set of the night.
Saturday afternoon, the Trojans host Waldorf in another North Star Athletic Association contest. First serve is set for 1 p.m. right here at the DSU Fieldhouse.
So the Trojans will be in action again after tonight with a Saturday 1 o'clock ball game with Waldorf in the Fieldhouse. As I said, that is a 1 o'clock ball game for the Trojans for their third game in the North Star Conference. First serve is set for 1 o'clock, and it also is alumni weekend this weekend. So come and join the Trojans for a great ball game with Waldorf, who coming into this weekend's matchups was 8-2 on the season, another very successful run for a North Star Conference team, and then enjoy an alumni game following the varsity game. All right, we are back in action. Langerow with the set. Hannah Evans puts it down, and that is going to be a kill for Hannah. Hannah is 6'3" and just went up and basically slammed that down on the other side of the net. Trojans trail 12-15. Haley Watham there with the serve, and that tip is going to be successful by Grace Rohde for the Beehawks. Side out with Rohde now doing the serving honors as well. This is the largest lead for Viterbo in this set at 4 points. Going to be a mishandle there by Van Ruyen on that, and so we have a service ace for Viterbo. Rohde back to serve again. 17-12. Beehawks are extending their lead here in the mid part of this first set. And Royan handles it up to the front. Langerock. Langerock is going to Shell, and Shell is successful with that kill attempt. So Sydney Shell doing her thing on the left side and gets her first kill of the evening. Van Ruyen on the service. Going left side attack. Handled by Van Ruyen there. Langerock's going to set it to left side to Shell. Shell had to reach back a little bit for it. Didn't get the power on it that she wanted. Mitchell with a middle hit, and she is able to be successful on that attack. So 18-13, Viterbo leads. Kennedy McKay back to serve for Viterbo. Handled by Vandenbosch to Langerock. Madeline Groff there. Gets it over. Left side attempt. Vandenbosch. A little bit long on it, and Trojans were not able to handle it. A little bit long on the pass to the setter, and that brings up the largest lead of this set, 19-13 for Viterbo. And it also brings up a timeout by Coach Wienhoff. So the cross-country team, Dakota State's men's and women's squads, are in action for their first intercollegiate action of the season. They have run one inter-squad meet a couple of weeks ago at Madison, but now they are headed to the premier cross-country meet of the Midwest, the 37th annual running of the Roy Griak Invitational. DSU's men are scheduled to run at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. and the women will follow at approximately 12:30. If you would like to watch the action of the cross-country meet, go to dsuathletics.com and watch results and action online. Good luck to the Trojans as they begin their attempts to continue dominance in the men's cross-country program. The men have won 5 consecutive North Star titles, and the women are looking to step forward, or take a step forward from their 3rd place finish last year. All right, we are back in action. Middle set, and that is blocked at the net. Point goes to Viterbo. The tip just didn't quite clear the arms of the Viterbo blockers, and it was back before the Trojans could react. McCabe back to serve, and she has a service error, so Trojans are going to get side out. And let's see if the Trojans can get a run here and get themselves back into this set. Madeline Groff back to serve for the Trojans. And that is just going to miss that back left corner by about 1.5 inches. So the Trojans turn around and get side out right back to Viterbo. Viterbo now leads 21-14 in set number 1. We've got Kaylee Kowal serving here for Viterbo. Vandenbosch handles it to Shell. Over there by Watham. Left side kill attempt, and that is going to be successful. Van Rooyen was there, but was not able to handle it. Viterbo is looking like the number 6 team in the country right now, leading the Trojans 22-14. Cowell, serve for her 2nd serve. Left side attack, and there's no doubt about that one. Freshman Macy Watham from Rapid City gets the kill attempt and puts it down. Trojans down 7, 15-22. Greets with the serve. Right side kill attempt, blocked at the net. We're going to go back to the left side again, and that is going to go long. So 15-23. Attack air there by Watham. Back to serve is Winker. Gisette middle hit for Shell. And nice dig there by Van Rooyen. Quick hit by Langerock. And there is a successful block for the Trojans. That looked like Haley Watham got that one all by herself on that hard middle hit from the Viterbo Seahawks. Right side attack, off the hands, and it's going to careen into an open spot. Trojans can't get to it, and we are at set point right now, 24-16 for the Seahawks. Mia Quist back to serve the set point. Croft in the middle, right side, and that is a kill for Kira Murdoch for the Trojans. So 17-24, Trojans still alive with the side out here. Langerock back to serve here for the Trojans. Left side attack, it ends up just being a tip. Left side here for the Trojans. They're going to go right back. Croft puts it in play. Out of system there, but the Viterbo gets it across. Left side again, and that's Watham. Seahawks handle it, and that's going to be tipped at the net, and that is going to be, no, correction. All right, so all of the corner judges said it was tipped. The down judge argued it for a second and then turned around and agreed to it, and that is First set going to the V-Hawks, 25-17.
Begins on Monday with DSU taking on Iowa Central at 3.
So if you are looking for some more volleyball action, the Dakota State Trojan Junior Varsity Volleyball team will be hosting a triangular with Iowa Central and Mount Marty on Monday. Triangular begins with DSU taking on Iowa Central at 3 o'clock, followed by Iowa Central against Mount Marty. And then the triangular wraps up with the Trojans taking on Mount Marty at 7 o'clock. So join us at the Fieldhouse for some great young volleyball action on Monday. We have a lot of volleyball left, so the Dakota State University Athletic Department is offering the Family Season Pass this year. Cost of the Family Season Pass is $100, and it includes all members of the immediate family can attend the any home DSU ball game, whether it's football, volleyball, basketball, baseball, or softball, can attend any of the sporting events on that Family Pass. So for more information, contact the DSU Athletic Department at 605-256-5229 or visit DSU Athletics, the athletic website at dsuathletics.com. And as we talk about young programs, the Dakota State Trojan football developmental team is scheduled to host Minnesota State Community and Technical College. Kickoff is 3 o'clock at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. And make sure you join us for that ball game as well. All right, taking a quick look at our stats from the first set. Viterbo had 40 attacks and was successful with 15 kills. They had 4 attack errors and they had a hitting percentage of .275. In those 15 attacks, there were 14 assists, 1 service ace, and 1 service error. For the Trojans, they had 38 attacks with 10 successful kills and 4 attack errors. Their hitting percentage was .158, and they had 8 assists on those 10 kills with 1 service ace and 2 service errors. Jada Mitchell and Grace Rohde led the Viterbo in kills with 5 each, and Kenzie Winker added 3. Mitchell hit an amazing .625, and Rohde followed with .500. So very high kill percentage from their 2 top frontline players in that ball game. For the Trojans, Madeline Groff led the Dakota State squad with 3 kills. Hannah Evans and Kira Murdoch had 2, and Haley Watham, Macy Watham, and Sydney Shell all pitched in with 1. Evans and Murdoch hit at .667, and Madeline Groff also had 4 assists along with Maddie Langerock. So Trojans had good offense that time, but they're going to have a little bit better to be able to take on this Viterbo squad that is very tall, very athletic in the front line. We are ready for the second set, folks. And leading off for Viterbo will be Maddie Connor with the first serve. And that is going to be a point for Hannah Thorson. Hannah was not up on the net with that kill attempt, but she drove it hard and found a gap. And first point of the set goes to Dakota State. Right side attack, and that is going to be a kill for Kennedy McCabe. Side out for Viterbo with Rohde back to serve. Handled in the back row. Left side tip by Shell. Turbo handles it. Left side kill attack, and that's handled by Van Royen. We're going to go back to Shell. No, we had a double hit by the Trojans, and at that point now we'll go to Viterbo. 2-1. Rohde back to serve again. Soft serve handled by Van Royen, set, and there is, oh, nice hit by Gwendolyn, sorry. Nice save by Gwendolyn, but it was handled by the V-Hawks, and the V-Hawks end up with a point on that series. So that's first action by Gwendolyn Van Siri for the Trojans. Vandenbosch over to the left side. Shell goes down the net and is successful with that kill. Trojans side out. Kate Van Ruyen back to serve. Trojans trail 2-3, set number 2. Back to the middle. Mitchell is blocked, and that is a point for the Trojans. Tell you what, that is a very good job of blocking by herself. Macy Watham, the freshman from Rapid City, on Jada Mitchell, who is an outstanding middle hitter. Mishandle there, going to be out of system here for V-Hawks. See if the Trojans can take advantage of it. Hannah Thorson able to get that kill on the attempt, and the Trojans go up 4-3. Van Ruyen back to serve for Dakota State. Left side attack, and that is going to stay in bounds. A couple of Trojans looked at it, but wasn't sure if they should go for it. And Kenzie Winker picks up her first kill in set number 2. Quick hit there, and we have a double hit violation on Dakota State. So I believe that was Maddie Langrock, tried to do a quick tip over and called for the double hit. Viterbo up 5-4. Left side, Shell has it blocked. And that excites a couple of Viterbo players, Marissa Clemon and Martina McGrath, who were there on the block. Sydney really wound up on that one. Just had a couple of V-Hawks in the perfect spot for it. All right, the run continues here for Viterbo, and that is going to be an attack error on Sydney Shell. And the points continue for Viterbo. Kennedy McCabe back now for her fourth service here in this set. Vandenbosch puts it a little bit long, and Martina McGrath is sitting there in the middle waiting for it and just taps it down quickly. And the Trojans now have a 3-point deficit in this second set, 7-4. There's tip, handled by Viterbo, and that is going to be an attack error on Viterbo. Marissa Clemon with that attack error, so Trojans get side out again. Maddie Graf back to serve for the Trojans here as they trail 5-7. Right side attack, it's blocked at the net. Nope, they are saying that it did not clear the net. So attack error there with Marissa Clemon. Trojans pick up their 6-point and now trail by 1. Groff, their second serve. Attack on the right side, good block by the Trojans, but right there again is McGrath, and she puts it down quickly. 8-6, side out for Viterbo. Kaylee Cole back to serve for Viterbo. And Ruyen, McGrath. Tip over there by Watham. And that is going to be a successful attack there for Viterbo. And they're going to take a 3-point lead here, 9-6. Colwell back to serve again. This has been a very offensive set so far. Last set, we saw a lot of great defense. We saw some good blocks. This time, the offense seems to be having a slight advantage for both teams. Left side attack. And again, there's that successful attack that we just talked about. The freshman, Macy Watham, gets the point there for the Trojans. Blockers were there for Viterbo, but they weren't able to handle it. Julia Dreitz now will be serving for the Trojans. Left side, nice block there, but not successful in handling it. And that point will go for Winker. For Winker, that is her 6th kill. We got a service error there. So side out, back to the Trojans, trailing 8-10 in set number 2. All right, got everything ready to go again. Kill is handled in the back row, left side. We ended up with a tip. The Hawks are going to get a good hit there, and that is going to be a point. Point for the Trojans. We've got a service error there. So Hannah Thorson comes in, gets a nice dig for a point, gets a point on the service, and then have a service error in that run. Trojans are back to within 2, 9-11. Van Royen up to grab, tip, and that is going to hit the antenna on the right side, so point's going to go to Viterbo. Nice handle there with Kira Murdoch on the right side for the Trojans. Quist is back to serve again for Viterbo. Back to Murdoch, and that is blocked at the net with Mitchell and Rhodey putting up a good defense, a good barricade there, and the hit by Murdoch came back quickly. So Trojans are trailing 9-13 in this second set. Coach Wienhoff is going to take a timeout and talk to them a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about some of our sponsors for tonight. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card are proud sponsors of Trojan Athletics. For all of your financial needs, choose a company that's locally grown and nationally known. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, investing in you. And the Trojans want to welcome Persona with Midwestern values and a dedicated work ethic. Persona is one of the top 5 largest sign providers in the United States. And the Trojans would also like to thank their longtime partner in athletics, Madison Regional Health System, for their services to improve the health of our local community. So Rhodey is leading Viterbo with 7 kills. Winker is following with 6, and Mitchell has 5. Viterbo right now is hitting .259, so that number has not went down any. And that serve just barely clears the net. Gwendolyn is able to get it over, and there's that middle hit from Mitchell, but it's blocked. Left side attack. Trojans get a hand on it as well. There's the setup, right side kill from Murdoch. Seahawks handle it. They're back to it again. Murdoch and Gwendolyn get hand on that on the block. And that is going to be, yes, it's going to be a successful point for the Trojans from Haley Watham. So some good action on that, sir, on that volley Both teams had some nice kill attempts. Both teams had some nice defensive play. Trojans come away with the point. Langerock back to serve now for DSU. The left-hander puts it to the back line. Gonna go with the left attempt on the tip. Quick over by Gwendolyn Mitchell in the middle, and she's going to end up getting the point for the V-Hawks. Pretty good battle at the net. Both sides had an opportunity to get a point out of it, but Mitchell ends up putting it down, and Viterbo goes up 14-10. Connor back to serve now. Handled in the back row by Shell. That is not going to clear the net, I'm afraid, for Hannah Evans. So, point goes to Viterbo, and they have now their biggest lead of the second set, 15-10. Maddie Connor, the 5'10" sophomore from Germantown, Wisconsin, with her second service. There's Gwendolyn, and Gwendolyn, no doubt about it, Gwendolyn von Kassim-Siri with the middle hit for the point for the Trojans, and it's side out with Haley Waltham back to serve for DSU. Goes back to Jada Mitchell, and Jada makes short work of that point. 16-11, Viterbo leads. That is Jada's 7th kill of the night. A little bit of mishandle there by Vandenbosch, and that's going to end up being a point. Got out of system, ball went a little long, and Marissa Clement made the Trojans pay for it at the net. 17-11. Rhodey back to serve. Vandenbosch, Langerock takes it over to the left side. Shell is going to put it across, and a little bit of a mishandle there by Viterbo. Point goes to the Trojans. Wasn't a hit that Sydney got to wind up on, but she was able to place it well, and point comes back to DSU. Van Rooyen on the serve. Left side kill attempt, and that is a stinger by Kenzie Winker. Great setup, great assist there by McCabe, and Winker was able to just hit a bullet across. Side out for Viterbo. Vandenbosch, left side, right side hit, and that is going to be a point for Brooklyn Grage. All right, back into the game here, Madeline Groft, and she'll do the serving honors for Dakota State. DSU trailing 13-18 in set number 2 of tonight's match. Middle hit, handled there by Groft. Goes over to Shell. Viterbo, he's got a tip over. The right side hit, and that does not clear the net for Kira Murdoch. Kira was a little off balance on that, had to lean backwards for it, and wasn't able to get the height she needed to get it across. The V-Hawks go up 19-13. Colwell is back serving for Viterbo. And that is going to go long for a service error. 14-19. Trojans need a run here. Get this game back in competitive order there for them. They've been battling all ball game long, but inch by inch, Viterbo has moved out to a 5-point lead. Julia Dreitz with the service. Comes to the middle. Blocked hit the middle, but not able to handle it. And that is going to be a point for Sadie Treptow. And for Sadie, that is her first kill of the evening. 20-14, Winker back to serve for Viterbo. Waltham, a little bit wide, but the Trojans are able to handle it. And Dakota State is going to get a shot here. Viterbo ended up a little out of system. And that is a nice block at the front by Martina McGrath. And that is going to bring the score to 21-14. Trojans take a timeout here.
Second timeout.
DSU Athletics would like to recognize its athletic partner, Prostrello Auto Mall, providing quality vehicles and service to Madison and the surrounding region. Heartland Energy, partnering with Dakota State University Athletics and providing critical energy needs and power to fuel our economy. And Rosebud Wood Products. Brian Kern is a proud partner of DSU Athletics and a supplier of quality wood products to its customers nationwide. So again, the cross-country teams are in action tomorrow at the Roy Griak Invitational in St. Paul, Minnesota. This will be the largest meet of the year with the exception of the national meet. And Trojans will be running against junior college, Division III, Division II, and NAIA runners in this event. So great test for the DSU cross-country squads. I know, again, DSU men are the five-time defending champion in the North Star Conference, while the women have some outstanding young runners, a freshman and two sophomores that have really gotten off to a great start. We're looking for great things from them. Back to action here. The Hawks are going to go with the left side attack. That's going to be tipped at the net. Shell's not going to be able to handle it, and it's going to be a point for Viterbo. Hawks up 22-14. Winker is back to serve. I believe this is about her fourth service in a row. Van Ruyen in the back, up to the front, right side attack by Groff. Block at the neck is successful. And there is Martina McGrath with that middle hit. And she just tapped it down quickly to left side spot. And Viterbo is up 23-14, set number 2. Back row to Groff, front row, Waltham with the attack. Left side for Viterbo, and that is an attack error there. I believe it was by Grace Rohde. So side out to the Trojans, trailing by 8, 15-23. Hannah Thorson with the service. Right side attack. Block is successful at the neck. Left side now, and that's off the fingertips. Thorson's able to handle it. Going middle hit, and that's blocked at the net. And what is the call? It was a violation there. I think one of the Trojans touched the net, and we are at set point here for the V-Hawks. 24-15. Nia Quist back to serve for Viterbo. And Rurian handles it to Groff. Right side attempt by Murdoch. Middle hit, and that is successfully blocked. Jada Mitchell in the middle. They went to her, she got a great hit on it, but the Trojans were right there and were able to block it to an open spot. 16-24. Langerock coming in now and serving. Need a big run here by the Trojans to get themselves back into set number 2. They're going to go to the left side, and that is an attack error by Grace Payron. Grace Payron. Langerock back to serve on the side out. Back row comes to the middle, left side attack, tipped over, and that is going to be mishandled by Gwendolyn, and point goes to Viterbo. Viterbo now leads 2-0 in tonight's North Star matchup. DSU Athletics is proud to partner with Sanford Health and extend their thanks to Sanford Health and the outstanding health services they offer to our community and region. And the athletic department at DSU is proud to honor its partner, Lake County International Case IH, as a leader in agriculture and to their contributions to our farm community. Looking for some good food? Stadium Sports Grill is serving the best around, and Dakota State University Athletics is a proud partner in promoting DSU athletic success. So stop down to the stadium and have a burger after the ball game. Keep your mortgage payments local. CU Mortgage Direct offers local mortgage servicing. Contact Amanda Pauley at CU Mortgage Direct for all of your home loan needs at 605-556-0229. Well, the Viterbo Vhawks have been every bit as advertised with their number 6 national ranking and their 15-2 overall record. Grace Rohde is leading the team right now with 9 kills. Jada Mitchell has 7 along with Kenzie Winker. Martina McGrath comes in with 4 and Marissa Clemon with 2. Kaylee Cowell has 13 assists for the Vhawks, followed by Maddie Connor with 11. And when we get to the digs, Kennedy McCade has 12 as the only Vhawk with double-digit digs. So for Dakota State, they are letting kills pretty balanced across the board. Maddie Groff, Sydney Schell, Brooklyn Grage all have 3. Haley and Macy Watham, Hannah Evans, and Kira Murdoch have 2. So not the big numbers that we've seen at times from a few of the Trojans, but very balanced across the board. And Madeline Groff has 6 assists. Maddie Langerock has 9. And in the back row, digs, we've got Sophia Van den Bosch with 8, Kate Van Ruyen with 8 to lead the Trojans. Again, Viterbo keeps being very efficient with their offensive attack. They're hitting .270 with their hit percentage to .118 for the Trojans. They have 30 kills to 19 for DSU, and the attack errors are about the same. Viterbo with 10 and Dakota State with 11. So Dakota State's going to have to find a little more firepower to get themselves back into this as we head into set number 3 with Viterbo leading 2-0. Real quickly here, Dakota State Athletic Department extends its thanks to its partner Sunshine Foods for its commitment to serve the grocery needs of Madison and the local area. And DSU Athletics wants to welcome Fox Promo and Fox Print, delivering high quality, creative print and apparel solutions that exceed expectation. Thank you to Troy Fox for being a new supporter of DSU Athletics. Langerock back for the service here. And kill attempt is blocked. Left side, we're going to go over to Watham. Vhawks handle it. Out of system there. Trojans have a quick hit. Wasn't able to find a hole. Left side kill. Van Ruyen handles that. Up to the front row. Watham again. Attempt, and that is going to go long for Grace Rohde. So again, I believe Trojans have picked up the first point in each of the 3 sets. Let's see if they can get a run here in set number 3. Langerock there with the serve. Kill attempt 14, and that goes long as well. No touch by the Trojan defenders or Trojan blockers, so point goes to DSU. They're up 2-0. Going to Mitchell, and that is handled, but then on the block, Grace Rohde and believe it was Brooklyn Grage both went up together for that a ball right even with the net, and Rohde was able to get the point out of it. Connor serving there for Vhawks, right side attack. And that is going to end up going a little bit wide for Macy Waltham. She got a nice swing on it, nice set, and went cross court with it, but it ended up being out by about 6 inches. Set tied at 2-2. Connor on the service, left side attack, and that is going to stay in bounds for Brooklyn Grage. So Brooklyn picks up the point. Trojans go back on top, 3-2. Haley Waltham serving now for DSU. Right side attack blocked at the net. And a little bit of a mishandle there. Nope, contact with the antenna, so Dakota State will pick up the point and lead 4-2. Haley Waltham back for her second service. Connor with the set, Mitchell with the kill, but Gwen and Von Gassam-Siri with the successful block, and the Trojans take a 3-point lead. That's going to prompt a quick timeout from Coach Ryan DeLong, and Ryan is going to talk to his squad here, and while he does that, we're going to tell you about a couple more of our sponsors. Kibble Equipment makes your farm and your focus, or your future their focus with innovative services and staff they survive to improve customers' lives. Thank you for supporting DSU Athletics. DSU also wants to thank Mustang Seeds for their support. Mustang Seeds is committed to serving America's farmers as a trusted seed and trade partner. Thank you to Terry Schultz and the team at Mustang Seeds. Signature Realty offers a team of experienced agents united in the goal of providing service that exceeds client expectations. Thank you to the team at Signature Realty for their sponsorship of DSU Athletics. Trojans are back on the floor here, leading 5-2 in set number 3. The the V-Hawks are up 2-0 so far in sets, so the Trojans are in a little bit of a desperate situation, and they've responded pretty well in the early part of set number 3. So Haley Waltham back to serve again on the side out for DSU. Connor to the middle, left side attack, and that is going to be a successful kill there from Marissa Clement on the left side. The blockers were there, but the block went out of bounds. And point for the V-Hawks. Rhodey back to serve now for Viterbo. Van Royen handles it up to Langerock, and Gwen tips it over the left side. It's handled, nice block there by Gwen and Grage, and that is a second block. And there we go. Trojans had 2 really nice defensive plays, but when it's all said and done, Kenzie Winkler is able to tap it over and get the point, and the V-Hawks close to within 1 at 5-4. Served by Rhodey, and that is that ball went just a hair too long, and Jada Mitchell was sitting there ready to make the Trojans pay for it. So we are tied at 5 in set number 3. For Mitchell, that is her 8th kill of the evening. Left side attack for Shell. Shell tips it over. Mitchell gets a finger on it, blocks it. Second block for Mitchell. Back to the left side with Shell, and she tries to go down the net and ends up going long with it. So Trojans were up 5-2 and now trail 6-5 as the V-Hawks are on a 4-point run here. Service error there for Rhodey, and that ties the setup at 6-6. Kate Van Royen, the freshman from Dakota Dunes, back to serve now for the Trojans. Connor with the set, tipped by the left side. Trojans are able to handle it. We're going to have an attack on the right side, but that is going to go long for Brooklyn Grage. Again, tried to go cross court with it, just couldn't get it to get it down. It sailed on her a little bit. Kennedy McKay back for Viterbo on the service. Langer Rock goes to Grage. Grage gets a nice kill on that one. And she didn't try and go cross court. She just went straight down with that one. 7-7. Maddie Groff back to serve for the Trojans. Gonna go with the left side, and that is a really nice block there. We've got Hannah Thorson over there, and I believe Sydney was there as well, but for the most part, that was all Thorson on that block. 8-7, Trojans up 1. Gonna go right back to that side, and Van Royen picks it up. Shell over in the bleachers practically. The Trojans are able to keep it alive. Here's the set, right side kill, and no doubt about that one. Martina McGrath puts that one down for the point, and that ties this set up at 8. Nice hustle by the Trojans. Great kill attempt, or great attack there. Trojans were able to keep it alive, got it across, but McGrath put a quick end to that rally. Annenbosch in the back with the set. Sydney Shell on the left side. Got a hand on it, got a hand on it, and that's going to be a point for Sydney. Seahawks were able to get under it, but couldn't quite get enough height on it for the next person to really get a good, clean hit on it, and was not able to handle that hit. Julia Dreitz serving for DSU. Left side, and that is a point. So this has been a back and forth all the way along. Trojans went up 3, V-Hawks put 4 on the board to take the lead, and now it's just been tie for the last 5 or 6 points. Left side attack, and that's gonna go wide. So Haley Watham went for the cross court, just couldn't keep it in. V-Hawks up 1, 10-9. Kenzie Winkler there for the serve. Going right side, kill attempt handled by Viterbo. Left side attack again, and there's a block at the net, and that is going to be a point for Dakota State. Hannah Thorson again, Hannah Evans. Hannah Evans there with the block, and that is her second block in the last few points for the Trojans. Tie set, 10-10. Thorson now with that service. Trojans handle that attack. Gwen with the tip, and it's going to be mishandled by Viterbo, and now the Trojans are going to go back on top, 11-10. Nice placement by Gwendolyn on Kasim Siri, and ends up picking up the point there for the Trojans. All right, middle hit, and that's going to go long for Viterbo. They went for the deep service line attack, and ball sailed just a little bit by about 4 inches. Middle attack, and mistimed that one. Sadie Treptow went up for the middle hit, mistimed it a little bit, and Trojans have their lead extended to 3 points, 13-10, and Viterbo is going to take a timeout. Locally owned and operated, Sporty's Bar and Grill in Madison serves up fantastic food and drinks in a relaxed atmosphere with friendly staff and top-notch service. Thanks to Sporty's for supporting the DSU Trojans. Another great food provider in Madison, the 2nd Street Diner is bringing the good times back with great burgers, awesome ice cream, and breakfast all day. DSU Athletics thanks 2nd Street Diner for their support. And DSU Athletics would like to welcome Madison Discount Liquor. They are a locally operated Zip gas station and liquor store. Welcome to Madison Discount Liquor as a new supporter of Trojan Athletics. Well, we've had some good play here in set number 3. The Trojans are in a must-win situation with Viterbo leading 2-0 in sets, and they have responded well. They went up early in this match, 5-2. Viterbo came back, went ahead 6-5. Since then, it's been back and forth until this late rally here by the Trojans have put them up 13-10. We have Hannah Thorson serving now on the side out for the Trojans. She goes deep with it. It's going to be at the front, and that's going to be a violation, net violation. So Trojans have their biggest lead of the night, 4-point lead at 14-10. Thorson with her second serve. Left side attack, handled at the net with the blockers. Left side for the Trojans, nice hit by Waltham, and that's going to be a point for the Trojans. I'm sorry, I think I said Waltham, I should have said Kira Murdoch. Murdoch picks up her second kill of the night. They're going to go right back over there to Grace Rohde, and Grace is able to produce for Viterbo. Going down the net, and Trojans just weren't able to get a good clean hand on it and handle it. Mia Quist will be serving now for Viterbo. And Royan handles it, set, and there is the tip there by Thorson. I'm sorry, Evans. Point goes to the Trojans. I got my tongue tied there with Thorson and Evans, the two Hannahs. Now, it shouldn't be that difficult to tell. Hannah is 5'4". Hannah Thorson is 5'4", while Hannah Evans is 6'3". So no excuse for that error. Langerock back to serve for the Trojans, leading 16-11. A little bit of a challenge there on handling it. Trojans are going to get a nice clean play, and Murdoch is going to hit that one long. She had a great wind up on it, but it just didn't come down and sailed out of bounds by about 3 feet. Maddie Connor back now serving for Viterbo. It's going to be handled by Vandenbosch to Langerock to Gwendolyn, and that is going to be a successful kill for Gwendolyn Van Kassemsiri. Nice set and a great finish to that one. All right, Vandenbosch on the service there. And there's a block at the net for Gwendolyn again. I think she got the majority of it. Vandenbosch again on the serve, going to be a little bit mishandled. Trojans aren't quite able to make him pay for it. Mitchell with the tip, keeps it alive, and that is going to be a point for Sydney Shell. Viterbo wasn't able to get it deep, and Sydney just wound up and made him pay for it. 19-12, Trojans lead. Vandenbosch with her third service here. And that's going to go long for a service error. So we talked about coming into this game, Trojans needed a little more offense, and they've been able to produce, leading 19-13. But it is side out for Viterbo. And that is a service error there. Casey Franklin, that's first time I believe I've called her name tonight. Came in for the service, but had a service error. Trojans go now up 20-13. Van Royen on the serve. And there's Mitchell, but it's handled. Trojans are gonna have to play it. Oh, they are gonna mishandle that one. and point is going to go to Viterbo. Looked like it was going to be an easy one to handle, and just kind of got fouled up. Kennedy McKay back serving. Vandenbosch handles it up to Langerock, and kill attempt there is successful by Brooklyn Grage. So that is Brooklyn's 6th kill of the evening. And she is going to go out, and Hannah Evans is going to replace her. Maddie Groff back to serve for the Trojans. And they are going to mishandle that serve, and Maddie is going to pick up a service ace for point number 22 for the Trojans. Groff back to serve. We've got a hand on it at the net, but it is going to go to a tough spot, and Trojans aren't going to handle that one. So side out for Viterbo. Viterbo trailing 15-22 in set number 3. Kaylee Cowell serving now for Viterbo. And Royan to Groff. Groff puts it in the hole. Turbo is able to dig it out there. Nice job by Cowell on that one. Left side attack, Sydney Shell. And they keep that one alive too. We're going to go back to Evans on that one. She's not able to kill it. Sydney tip over. The Turbo handles that. Some great action in this one. Going for the corner, and she is successful. Maddie Groff puts it in that far left corner there, and Viterbo is not quite able to get to it. Point number 23 for Dakota State. Julie Dreitz comes in now for serving. Trojans up 8, 15-23 in a must-win set for them. Trojan fans on their feet, trying to cheer them on, cheer on their team. Left side, handled there at the net by the blockers. We're coming back to Murdoch. Murdoch, it goes long again. Trojans are trying to say that it was tipped, but the officials do not agree. Point, and side out to Viterbo. Winker back to serve now for Viterbo. And Royan with the dig. Got a Groff and Murdoch. I didn't think that one cleared the net, but the officials disagreed with me, fortunately. And we're still in play here. But we're going to get called for a double hit. So point goes to Viterbo. And that's going to prompt a timeout from Coach Wienhoff. Trojans are up by 6, but she wants to take no chances in this third set. The Office Bar and Grill offers pizza, pasta, burgers, wine, and local area craft beers with a new option to order online through their Google page and website. Thank you for your support to the Office Bar and Grill. And for some great food out on the lake, visit the Hillside Resort featuring American food and a fun lake environment. Thank you for supporting Trojan Athletics Hillside Resort. The Best Western Plus Lakeview Hotel features a variety of amenities for travelers, including 70 guest rooms, hot breakfast, bar and lounge, indoor pool, and a fitness center. Located in the heart of the Lake Area Business Park, the Best Western Plus Lakeview is just minutes from everywhere in Madison. A great day starts with a great night. We are back on the floor. Winker to serve for the V-Hawks, who are trying to climb back into this third set. Trailing as much as 9 points. They've closed the gap to 6 and have side out. Van Royen to Graff. Murdoch, block at the net. And they're going to be out of system here, but what happened? We had a jump ball at the net, a lot of contact, and the point is going to go to Viterbo. I knew that Kiera Murdoch went up to get it and ended up on the floor, and I believe that's where the net violation occurred. Viterbo not going away and conceding this third set. Keep battling here. Vandenbosch is going to mishandle that one, and it's going to be a service ace for Winker. And Viterbo closes to within 4 after trailing by 9. Trojan fans starting to get a little bit nervous here. And Rorian to Graff, to Hannah Evans. And there's a kill attempt. It's going to hit the ceiling, and that is going to be a point for Dakota State. Kira's had a couple of kill attempts go long on her, but she's still continuing to be aggressive at the net, and that's a good sign for the Trojans as they pick up set point here, 24-19. Left side attack there, and that's going to go long, and that will mean set number 3 goes to the Trojans. And we are at 2-1 now. Trojans stay alive in this important North Star Conference battle against number 6 nationally ranked Viterbo V-Hawks. We're going to recognize a couple of sponsors, and then we're going to take a short break for probably about 90 seconds here. So Pizza Ranch is a family-friendly buffet restaurant offering pizza, chicken, salad, a salad bar, and dessert. Thank you for supporting DSU Athletics. And Scooters is known for its convenient drive-through specialty coffee and baked-from-scratch pastries. Thank you for sponsoring Trojan Athletics. We are taking a break now for about 90 seconds, as I said. We'll be back shortly for set number 4. All right, slight technical error. We're back on again. It went without sound, but it was my fault. Okay. Again, sorry about that. We had a period of no sound, but we're back here. Score is tied 9-9. The service error there by Mia Quest, and Langerock will enter for DSU. Back to Mitchell in the middle. Handled by the Trojans. Evans. Brooklyn Grage with that one. And point is going to go to Dakota State. Double hit. Violation. 10-9. Trojans up. Langerock on the serve. Left side attack. And that will go long, and there's no contact by the blockers, so Rhodey's hit goes long. Trojans have side out. 11-9. Again, fourth set. Viterbo leads 2-1 in the sets. This is must win if the Trojans want to keep their hopes alive of a win tonight. Right side, a little bit off balance. Viterbo handles it, left side kill. Block is successful. And I know Mitchell was one of them. I believe Treptow was the other one on that successful block. Side out for Viterbo, trailing 10-11. Connor for the service. Back to Gwen in the middle. Handled by Viterbo, left side attack there. That's handled by Sydney Shell. Block attempt there, stays inbounds. Point is going to go to Viterbo on the block. And we are tied at 11-11. Set number 4. Connor will serve for the V-Hawks. Brooklyn in there, Gwendolyn in the middle, handled by the V-Hawks. Back again, second attempt, tip this time. V-Hawks are gonna get a nice clean attack here, and they're gonna be successful with it. That's Grace Rhodey again, and for Grace, that is her 14th kill of the evening. V-Hawks move ahead by 1, 12-11. So coming into the ball game there, Haley Walton comes in for Sophia Vandenbosch. And we're back in action, and that's going to be a service error for Maddie Connor. And that ties us up at 12. Haley Walton now will serve on the side out for DSU. And they're giving the wipers, moisture wipers, a lot of work here in set number 4. Not sure, guessing that we've got a little condensation on the floor for some reason. It is pretty cool in the gym as of right now. I don't know if that's causing problems, but we'll keep wiping the floor and keep making it safe for all of the athletes involved in the game. All right, Waltham on the serve. Going right side attack. Blockers get a hand on it, but that is not able to control it. And that is another point for Grace Rhodey, her 15th kill of the evening. And she will go now to the service line. V-Hawks up 13-12. Shannon Bosch, Sydney Shell, she's going to go down the line, handled by the V-Hawks, and that is another kill for Rhodey. So Grace picks up her 16th of the evening. And this is the biggest lead of the 4th set for the V-Hawks at 14-12. Going to come to the right side, and that is a tip. A successful tip by Brooklyn Grade. She goes down the line, and finds the open hole in the defense. Van Ruya now is back to serve with the Trojans trailing by 1, 13-14. Left side attack, and a successful attack by Kenzie Winker. Blockers were there for the Trojans, but it didn't matter. Kenzie just wound up and powered it through. The 11th kill of the evening for Kenzie. That's a pretty good front line there. Rhodey with 15 kills, Winker with 11, and Jada Mitchell with 9. Sydney is going to end up putting it over. Seahawks had to work on that one, but it didn't matter. There is Winker again with her 12th kill of the evening. And Seahawks open up their biggest lead of this 4th set at 16-13. McKay back on the service. Vandenbosch to Langerock, and there's a successful kill, and that is the freshman Macy Watham. No doubt about that. Macy got up quickly and put it down quickly before the defense had any chance at all to set up a block. Maddie Groff there on the service. Coming back left side, Winker. And the Trojans get a hand on it, but it deflects into an open spot. So Winker will get the kill. 17-14. Viterbo leads. Trojans have got to make a run here or this will end in 4 sets. Van Ruyen, little mishandle there, going to be out of system. And then Vandenbosch hits it long, so doesn't matter. Wasn't a clean handle that time for the Trojans, and that's going to prompt a timeout from Coach Amy Bienhoff, who is needs to get her team back on track as they trail by 4 in this 4th set. Interlake Sports Center is your destination for everything outdoors and your #1 source for everything power sports, serving South Dakota since 1972. Thanks for supporting the Trojans. Interlake Sports Center. Exit Realty Advantage is a full-service real estate brokerage proud to partner with Dakota State University as a locally owned business serving our thriving community. And Foreman's Charter Foreman's Charter Buses, specializing in school bus transportation and motor coach tours. Thank you to Doyle Foreman and their team for supporting DSU athletics. Well, we've had, again, some great volleyball played all evening. The Seahawks have stayed in control of sets 1, 2, and right now they lead by 4 in set 4. Trojans were able to handle them in set number 3, keep the game alive at 2-1, but if this match is going to continue to a 5th set, the Trojans have got to dig their way out of this hole. Kaylee Colwell now serving for the Seahawks. Left side attack by Groff, blocked at the net. Going back to, there's the tip. Seahawks handle it, they're gonna get a good attack there on the left side. Van Rooyen keeps it alive for Trojans with a nice dig. Going back to the left side again, Winker, it's blocked at the net, and a nice handle by McCabe to keep it alive, and that is gonna find a hole for the defense, and the Turbo will come out with the side out point, 19-14. Colwell back for her 2nd service here. Some great hits there by both sides, some great defensive play by both sides as well. And the Turbo comes up with the important point. Left side attack. The Turbo, Winker again, Vandenbosch, and that is going to go right to Martina McGrath in the middle, and she makes the Trojans pay for the mishandle. 20-14, Trojans are in trouble here in set number 4. Left side, and that is a mistimed handle. and it's going to be point number 21 for the V-Hawks. Trojans have to talk about it here. This one's getting away from them. Mills Property Management is a family-owned property management company serving eastern South Dakota. Thanks to Mills for supporting Trojan athletics. And go get your fill at the Lakes Bar and Grill located at the east side of Lake Madison. Check out their Facebook page for their delicious weekly specials. And if you're looking for a comfy place to stay, check out the Lakes Lodge on Airbnb, directly across the street from the restaurant. Trojan football team has a bye this weekend, but they will be back in action next weekend as they'll travel to Mayville, North Dakota to take on the Comets on Saturday. Game time for that, kickoff time, I believe, is 3 o'clock. If you're not able to travel up to Mayville, North Dakota, be sure and go to dsuathletics.com and watch the live stream of the ball game. All right, Trojans come out. See if they can collect themselves here and get themselves back into this. What was a tie ball game at 12 is now ballooned into a 21-14 lead for the V-Hawks. Served by Cowell. And again, not a clean handle by the Trojans. There's that middle hit, handled there by the blockers for the Trojans. And that is going to be 4 hits. So Trojans are just not handling the ball clean here with their first pass, and it's causing them to get out of system for the second one and consequently not get that good attack angle that they need a lot of times. And Grurian. Tip there. Middle hit by McGrath. Trojans handle it. We're going to go back to the left side now. Winker blocked at the net by Watham. And again, not a great clean hit there. We end up with a back row hit, and Viterbo makes the Trojans pay for it. Correction, there was an error there. I missed that part of it. So 15-22, Trojans have a lot of work to do to get themselves back into this set. Julia Dreitz for the serve. All right, left side, there's Winker again. Trojans handle that one. Gonna go to the left side, Groff. Dig in the back row by McCabe. And there's another hit, and that one is a successful kill by Rhodey. So Rhodey continues to lead V-Hawks with her 16th kill of the evening. 23-15. Winker on the serve. Graff is going to have Watham is going to have a attack error there. And we are at match point, 24-15. Winker with the serve, and Rurian goes to the right side. There's the block, handled by Viterbo. We're going to go back to the left side, has to tip it over a little bit close to the net. See if the Trojans can take advantage of that. And there's that middle one, blocked at the net there by Watham. Left side attack, and that's going to be picked up by Van Rooyen, but it's going to sail a little bit long, and that will be a win for Viterbo. So the number 6 ranked team in the country comes into Madison, plays some excellent volleyball, and ends up picking up the 3-1 win over Dakota State tonight. Quick wrap up here with some stats for the Viterbo. They were successful on 53 kills out of 145 attacks with 24 attack errors for a .200 hitting percentage. Dakota State had 24 kills off of 132 attacks. 35 kills off of 132 attacks with 24 attack errors for a .083 hitting percentage. Service aces, both teams had 2 service errors. Viterbo had 9, while Dakota State had 5. assists, 46 for Viterbo to 30 for Dakota State. Looking at the leaders here in kills for Viterbo, Grace Rhodey led everyone with 16. Kenzie Winkler had 14. Jada Mitchell had 9. Martina McGrath had 8. And Marissa Clement had 5 for Viterbo. Leading Dakota State was Brooklyn Grage with 8. Sydney Shell with 6. Maddie Groft and Macy Wathan both had 4. In the assist category, Maddie Connor led Viterbo with 24 assists, while Kaylee Cowell picked up 18 for the V-Hawks. For Dakota State, Maddie Langerock led the squad with 16. Madeline Groff pitched in 10. And those are your stats for tonight. Viterbo picks up the win. They go 3-0 in the conference, and Dakota State falls to 0-2. That 0-2 is a little deceiving in the sense that they have played 2 nationally ranked teams, number 11 Viterbo, number 6 Viterbo and number 11 Bellevue. So they will be looking to get back on track on Saturday in their volleyball match with Waldorf, who's coming into town. Waldorf was 8-2 coming into the weekend's matchup, so another outstanding matchup for the Trojans coming up. Be sure and join us, 1 o'clock. Thanks to everybody, and hope you enjoyed this evening's volleyball game.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier Ag Banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC. First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag
Persona Signs has been a leader in the sign manufacturing industry for decades. We partner with the nation's largest brands on more than 8,000 installations every year. A solid foundation of Midwestern values and an unmatched work ethic has helped Persona become the #1 hotel sign manufacturer in the United States. Persona rises together with Dakota State University. Go Trojans!
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
This your place?
No, I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No, I just had a bite.
Do you want a corn dog or something like that? Mom! Corn dogs!
I'm good.
Mom! Corn dogs! You never know what she's doing in there. Mom!
He really needs to get a place of his own.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
It's a new era at DSU. Dakota State University is rising. Dakota State University athletics are rising. Rising to new heights of performance, of engagement, of fandom. Get ready to experience Dakota State University athletics in a whole new way. You are now entering DSU Trojan territory. An event center, indoor training facility, outdoor sports complex, and shared two-level building concourse will become one consolidated complex, housing existing DSU athletic programs, potential future sports such as soccer and esports, and unique research and academic programs. The design's angular form, modern materials, and interactive spaces will further advance the innovative technology-driven environment at Dakota State University. Students, fans, and alumni will be closer to the action with a rotation of the football field and outdoor track. An outdoor plaza will gather faculty, students, alumni, and the community for special events, tailgating, concerts, and graduation. Light wells connecting walkways and glass partitions will visually and physically connect social spaces. The Hall of Fame celebrates our Trojan history. At night, the angled walls will become projection surfaces. Performance labs, training spaces, player spaces, and concessions will be shared between sports and classrooms, and meeting spaces will become club seating. Academic spaces, such as the Institute on Aging, will focus on improving quality of life for aging populations. A biomechanics lab will use technology to improve injury prevention and sports performance. The East Sports Center will combine technology and sport, so DSU Tech athletes can compete in games of skill with universities across the country. The complex will be available to host local, state, and regional athletic competitions from youth to collegiate levels. More visitors coming to Madison will boost area businesses and organizations. Gathering spaces inside and out, the concourse, exterior patios, tailgating areas, and an outdoor amphitheater will connect generations of Trojans. We are ready. We are rising. Come be a part of a new and exciting era of Dakota State University athletics.
Who is Dakota State University? We are dedicated, disciplined, determined. We are more than students, more than educators, more than alumni. We are Trojans. Dynamic, driven, distinctive. This is who we are, and nothing can stand in our way.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation.